I'm excited to be here. I'm really excited to be here tonight. I've been looking forward to it all day, and I've had a busy day today. But coming on live with you and talking about life and doing a clearing for you and eradicating, let's get rid of some 2020 stuff and help you with family drama. It's because we're in the holidays now. What do you need help releasing, right, from 2020? Is it overwhelm? Is it feeling stuck? Is it feeling blocked? What do you want might be another way. Do you want to have more confidence or more love? Now, before we can have love from someone else, we must love ourselves. And that's the hard one. So it can be love going either way or both. Then be thinking, because within the same question is, what in the, a lot of us, because of COVID, we might not be around family this year. And so the dynamic of the holidays, whether you're ending Hannuka, where you're moving into the Christmas, being together for Christmas and New Year's, you might not be with family the way it is usually. Or, you might feel disappointed that people are not gathering. I get that. And I'll help you that. So if you feel isolated, tell me. This is what happens during the holidays. So let's pretend everything is normal and everyone's going to be together. And you're going for an extended time. You've grown up in your life. I get that. You're an adult. And you see life for more clearly than you did previously when you were a little kid or when you were a teenager. But this is what happens when we return and stay at home. And I'm saying, when I go home, I stay in the home. But you can be there, and it does not take very long. Promise you, by 48 hours, it's as if you are 14 again. And when your father says something to you about what time you're going to be home or don't hold your fork that way, see, they can't change how they are. And so what it does is it brings up this stuff and you feel like, wait a minute, I'm still in the same way. Or what about the sibling who all they do at the dinner table is brag about their amazing life, about all the money and all these real estate deals they're making. I'm speaking from client's life, right? I have my own stuff that shows up, okay? My sister and I get along much better, and we have a deep sense of love for one another. But I'm the oldest. I will always be the oldest. She will always be the middle. And there is that family dynamic where you just are what you are, or maybe I behave a certain way, right? We all get it. We all have it. But I believe, okay, that there can be harmony where you feel confident during the holidays. And if you're going to be with family, I want to help make that happen for you, where you aren't attached to their old issues. You aren't attached that they've never changed, that you are unattached if they brag. So let me know how siblings show up in your life. You might not have any conflicts. That's why, and this year is different. Some of you do, and I am aware of that. And it might be that you just feel really burdened by 2020 and you want me to help you there. That's why I've incorporated both. So I can release patterns and vibrational energy that show up in those areas, okay? We're ending a very powerful year. And what I mean by that is we haven't been able to control this. We can't change the dynamics. That's what's happening in the world. We've all felt it. We've all been impacted by the pandemic in one way or another. Some, it has been a very positive thing, and for others, they've really struggled. There isn't a right way. What we're being called to do, though, is we have to let go of old paradigms. If you are aware that you have difficulty letting go, tell me you have a hard time letting go. Because you see, and you've heard me say this, we're not ostriches and we cannot put our head in the sand. You can pretend it's not happening. You can pretend that you don't have to change. But the world, the universe is going to make us. Because we are evolving. Our politics, we're losing those old paradigms. Right? Even the people that get elected, you know what? They got problems. And so we're just learning to see the world for what it is, and where we might have seen things fall or crash over the last few years, they've really come to a head. In America, we've had rioting. In other parts of the world, right? We've been held back, we've been trapped, we've been isolated. We've never had to do this before, right? And I'm not going to say that the 2021 we won't have a pandemic. It's not going away anytime soon. But I am saying that we can be flexible in it, and that our life, there is a way for us to redefine our life, because the way it was not going to work. We've been forced. As we learn the lessons, okay, the pandemic will go away. It is here to teach us. And so what is it teaching you? That when you didn't want love, maybe you are more open to love? Are you realizing that you really do love communicating, and that you're finding other ways through Zoom and social media in a different way that maybe you weren't open? Maybe you've had to learn technology where you had an old belief that you couldn't learn technology, right? Okay. Maybe it's brought to your attention that you can't stay in a certain situation because you can't bury yourself in work and escape to the office. You're at home. Where have you been called to look at in your life that doesn't work for you anymore? And where in your life have you felt held back in your life purpose that you really want to accentuate that and make that happen? Because that's what I want to help you with. That's what I believe we are evolving to as we step into, on December 21st, the year of Aquarius. There's been songs written about this since I can remember, right? We're in it. We are moving into this age of Aquarius. Aquarius, let me tell you about it. It's about free thinking. It's about thinking outside of the box. It's about being flexible. It's about not being held back in old paradigms. It's where brilliant ideas come to fruition. It's where your dreams can come to fruition. But not if you're afraid to change. And see, that old fear of change, which is innate in all humans on some level, the universe is saying, smacking us and saying, it's time to let go. Because when we get let go of old stories, when we let go of victim, if we let go of sharing the stories that make us why we are, when we let go of this stuff, okay, what happens is everything parts. And all of a sudden you're open to, well, what then? But we can't be open to what then if we're stuck in the past or negative thinking, right? And there's a lot of reasons that we get this way, and it's not our fault, by the way. And what I mean by that is, like, there's no judgment here. It's only our fault if we choose to stay this way, right? But as far as the energetic blueprint that you took in as a child is not your fault. It's how you identified with the people around you that you're going to be spending the holidays with. It's still there. Right? The things you inherited are not your fault. You agreed to it. Right? But you don't have to carry your ancestors' trauma or burden. And when you get rid of that, you're able to see more clearly. And it is in your responsibility to allow yourself to be flexible in ebb and flow, to find out what your life purpose is. It might not be what mine is. I'm very clear. And it wasn't easy getting to this clarity that my life purpose is to help others heal. There's a big sense of responsibility, and I own it. And I'm excited about it, and I embrace it, and I move through uncomfortability when I get insecure. Your life purpose might be to help others in a different way, right? Your life purpose might be about writing. It might be about your creativity and redesigning a structure in your engineering business, or you've always wanted to be an engineer. It's not Lisa Thomas's life purpose. But I know in each of you, you've had a burning desire of something that you've wanted to do, and you haven't done it. And I know that you have all these reasons why you can't do it. You have to pay your rent until the universe causes you to lose your job. Then now you're forced to find a new way. Everything happens for a reason. I'm in your life for a reason. You're in mine. We share the planet Earth together for a reason. Our soul's contracted to be born at this time. And I believe in you. Every one of you. I believe in you. And I want to help empower you to get on your life path. Because it's a game changer. I didn't say struggle goes away, did I? I didn't say you're not uncomfortable. I didn't say there's no more heartache. But I'll tell you what. There's a lot more joy. There's a lot more opportunities to embrace. And there's a lot more feeding of your soul when you do what comes naturally and what you love to do. And if you're a scientist, I want you to be a scientist. If you're a doctor and you really want to be an energetic healer, I want you to do both, right? You don't have to give up one to do another. If you've never done anything, I want you to take action to do something. It's time, because I want to help you. A lot of these things that I'm talking about. Because I know that everybody can't work with me on one-on-one. And I don't expect that. And I don't expect everybody to hire me. But if I can educate you, then that's part of my life. Because I love teaching. Do you think I want to get on here every week and just blabber? No, if I can't deliver something that's going to have some sort of meaning for you, then I wouldn't get on. And what I want to do today is help you push through with ease old stories and old limiting beliefs, because they hold you back. They're there whether you believe it or not. I'm really passionate about helping you. When I do group healing like this, I don't typically do a visualization. When I create when I do visualization, it's for my healing audios. Many of you own them, okay? And that's because I'm doing a lot in those. That's why I try not to use the word meditation. You're not meditating in those. You're working, right? You know it. You feel it. I want to do a visualization in today's live because we're going to release limiting beliefs. Then I will go into a healing. Okay? And I will replace what I release. So action time on your part, because you know there's about a minute delay for me on my end to receive them. What family drama do you want some help with? How can I activate harmony for you? What pattern, what sibling rivalry, what jealousy, what annoying, triggering things do you experience when you're at home for 24 hours plus? Okay? 1 in 2020, do you want help releasing? Is it isolation, loneliness, regret, grief? Is it that you're stubborn and you can't take action? Is it that you have old stories going on that really... Because see, the thing is with stories, they're not fake. Those old stories contain truth about a time in your life where something happened. You have to be open to the possibility that that really isn't all truth. People really didn't think of you the way they thought they did when you were 15. But you created a story by virtue of how they interacted with you, that you didn't like them, that they didn't like you. So see, there's a truth in how you felt, but it doesn't really mean that that's your identity. So I honor the story, and I want you to trust me that you need to let go of them. And I use the word, need is an operative word that I am using intentionally, because I don't think we need a lot of things, and I do believe we are enough. But when we hold on to old stories, you are choosing to stay put. So in order to move forward, you need to be open to changing them and letting go. Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh, all this communication. I got into my passion in talking to you. Fear of loving. Are you fear of loving because you're fear of rejection? That's what I pick up. Okay, fear of being let down, fear of being abandoned. Got it. Bullying. Really bullied and fear to be attacked on you. Yeah. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, get into now. I'm scrolling. I'll come back and read your beautiful remarks. They mean a lot to me, and I'm glad that you feel my gratitude that you're here. It's like been an emotional hour for me. I'm so grateful. Oh my gosh, we got to get through the healing. Lisa's got to get a grip here, okay? So Christina, Shelley, you've got some frustration. Sarah, you want to accept love and be a receiver of love. Okay, I'm on it. And this is how I work. If you've never done a group healing with me, on my end, I'm busy. I've done group healings with people in their groups, and they're talking and they're chatting. I want to do something that gets really to the root. Not that they're not effective. I'm not saying that. I do it differently. I'm going to cover my camera because I'm very busy on my end. Okay? You know, whether I'm clearing, I'm moving my hands as I feel it. I pull in energy here. I move it there. I become a distraction. That will keep you out of theta. For me. I know this for you. And so I'll just put a cloth over my camera. You'll be engaged with me. I will try and check in, but I'll tell you what, I get into my zone. And I tap into each one of you energetically in a very organic way. I will not be taking your energy in, nor will you be taking anybody else's energy. It's all very clean. I've already done clearing before we even started. Like, just get into your zone and let me do my thing, is what I want you to know. Okay? And I am going to take you through a visualization. Do you realize that was 5 minutes of me coming all the way back to tell you that we'll have a visualization? I will not be just going into a clearing. You want to release the pattern of doing the same thing that your mom used to do in her relationships with my dad. Okay, well, that's a big discussion, dear Christina. You got to tell me what the pattern is. Okay? Do you become critical like your mom of your partner? Like, give me something specific. And family, feeling disconnected to your husband's family because of your own parents have died. And they're all you have. Got it, dear one. Okay, Alejandra. Hello, beautiful Alejandra. Okay, and some bullying energy. Got it. Releasing for 2021, Alejandra, releasing the fear of success that you won't be able to handle it when your business grows. All right, let me just tell you something. Because I have a gift of understanding just like that, okay? And I get you, Alejandra. And you will be successful, and you will handle it. And you will handle it as long as, okay, you trust. Trust, dear one, that you won't be given more. Trust that if you become overwhelmed, look at what it is. It might be a client that doesn't work for you. You will be able to handle success. The fear of feeling anything. Yeah, and you know how that shows up for us. When we fear the fear of feeling, there's several things, a few things. You'll eat to hide it. You'll ignore your intuition because you don't want the responsibility of feeling it. And for many of you, and Christina, you're one of them, you're a feeler, dear one. And so your intuition will speak to you through feeling. But what you're afraid of, Christina, is anxiety. And you're afraid of being responsible emotionally for other people. You've done my course. You know that's a false belief. You can be a healer, you can be a feeler, you can be intuitive, and not carry the burden of other people. Everybody has their own life experience, and we're not responsible for it. The other thing when we're afraid of a feeling, we'll just take care of everybody else's needs and not our own. Your paranoia. You're paranoid, sweetie. Yeah, and you know what? That can show up as an inherited pattern. I am picking that up, by the way, for you. And paranoia, and I want you to know that that impacts me too in my life. And when I was younger, beyond paranoid, okay? Like every ghost that showed up had to have been bad. Like I just had these paranoias that people were following me, and well, they probably were, but it's because I didn't understand what I do now. You with me? So some paranoias can be truth, but 99% of them are false. And what happens is you go to the worst case scenario. As you get stronger energetically, you will be able to determine that, and it will really help you. I promise. You will not stay that way. What happens is like there becomes this disconnect in your brain. And it happens for many. And it happens for many people that are extremely intuitive. or extremely musically gifted or artistic, there becomes a disconnect, like the middle of the brain doesn't connect, is the best way for me to explain it. And so these energetic vibrations get trapped in there, okay, and we start thinking negative thoughts. Well, you can clean those out. And with time, the brain will connect, all right? It will get better for you. It will. All right, how's everybody doing? All right, and some jealousy. Hello, Mandy love. You're ready for love and fear of not finding the right one. And probably because maybe you've been hurt in the past. So in order not to get hurt again, or you saw your mother hurt, or you saw your father hurt, or a friend hurt, Mandy, you're an empath, and you don't want to feel. And yet you know good and well that you are a feeler. Okay, dear one? And I can't stop pain from happening, and I can't stop you from having to kiss a few toads before you get the right one, but I can promise you there is love. My gift is not timelines. Some people are like rock solid in time, not Lisa. Okay, I'm really good at a lot of things, but timelines is not one of them. But I am confident when I say that I do believe there is love. When it happens, I don't know, okay? But it will happen. And so my suggestion is, when you want a partner in your life, whether it's Mandy, whether it's anybody, okay, is that you start to become the best version of you, and not why, and stop asking why it hasn't happened. That means you work on yourself energetically. Maybe you embrace the fear of change. Maybe you do, you know what I'm saying? And you continue to become the best version of you, so that you love yourself whether you're in the relationship or not. And if we don't love ourselves, I'll tell you how it shows up. It kind of started to. We will stop doing things for ourselves. Everybody else, we have all these reasons why we can't write, or we can't do that book, or we can't walk, or we can't exercise. And we get into this all or nothing thing. And then we're always doing for everybody else, whether it's even in our business. We can become too busy in our business helping people. When you can start taking time and honoring you, anybody, I'm talking to you, one to the many, then it attracts people who honor you. Because when we want love, when we're not feeling confident in who we are, I'm not speaking to one person here. I keep saying that, but I really want it to land, is we attract people who are not confident. When we're afraid of being wounded, we attract people who are wounded. I'll work on getting rid of some of that vibrational energy, because that's what it is. And now I am speaking back to Mandy. Mandy, you've done energy work before. Not with me, but you've done it. It's helped you. It's time to go to the next level. You own you own infinite opulence. Dear one, I want you to make sure that you are listening to one of those audios every 2 days without fail. I don't care if you put it in and go to sleep. It works just as effective if you're asleep. There is no excuse on planet Earth that you don't listen to one. Okay, I want to help bring love to you. My husband said to us, I'm going to use my own example. I've lived in some crappy places. I live in a great place right now. I raised my kids in a small house. And I say that intentionally. Okay? Because I'm so grateful that we actually own a home. It was way smaller than I needed for my family. I live on a street, so I found everything I was grateful for. My husband, I love my house. And I love the street we live on, because it literally, I live in the city, but I don't feel like I live in the city. But my husband says to me, not that long ago, Lisa, what if it's time for us to move? Oh my gosh, my heart just collapsed. And I'm like, bit my tongue, and I'm like, what does that look like for you? Right? I don't want to move, guys. I'm really good where I am. Okay? But sometimes things come into our awareness. What I'm saying is, I don't want to move. I understand being where you are. Moving is one of the hardest things to do in life. Embrace it. And all the good things that are there will be better somewhere else. It will be. It's a law. It'll happen. And if it's not that place, you might have to move one more time for it. But I recognized that I was not flexible in that area. When we stay put in a place that we literally know is not good for us, it's because we're not open, okay? And we're making up these stories that, well, it's great rent. I'm in, like in California, we have rent control in Santa Monica. Well, it's in rent control. I'm going to lose that. Or I love this. I love that. But when we know it isn't good, and we choose to tell ourselves why we have to stay there, we stay stuck. So I'm honoring that it's hard is what I want you to hear. And I want you to hear that I want you to have courage to move. Okay, you've got overwhelm going on. Yeah. Raylene, I understand. Okay, and Raylene, you're doing the work, girl. And I want you to continue with it. All right? Because it's going to help you, and it's going to help you trust yourself. And I'll help you too. Release disease. I don't understand that, Shelley. What does release disease mean? You see, and I'll tell you what, when we have disease, whether it's a pandemic or we are struggling with something, right? The quickest way to heal when we are suffering physically from a physical disease, because I'm not positive what you mean, is what is the lesson of it? Really hard. That's a really hard question. Right? You didn't do anything intentionally to have the disease. Maybe the disease, maybe the illness is something you contracted with yourself before you came to Earth. More than likely, that's it. Okay? And so that's why, what is the lesson? What are you learning from it? What is the good from that's happening in it? Just like with this pandemic, what is the good? And if you can't find anything, you're not digging deep enough. You're not going wide enough. Because there's always something good in every single trial. Is it the lesson? There was one time in my life, about 10 years ago, I literally was ostracized by everybody I admired. I thought my life, as I knew it, was ending, and it did, 100%. One of the hardest things I ever went through. These people that are supposed to be my friends were critical and judgmental, coming up with really trivial things, being left out. Do you know it was the hardest thing I went through as far as friending goes? And it was the best thing that ever happened. I don't miss it at all. I am so free to be Lisa now. So whatever the disease is, you can shed some light on it if you feel comfortable. And I will release to activate healing. Because one reason we don't heal is because the vibrational energy of anger in your liver and frustration in the liver, or the in your spleen, in your gallbladder, in the organs, the vibrational energy of why the disease on a different level is manifested is because it's still in there. So when I heal, okay, I'm really activating their body. I don't do the healing. I just happen to be really good at figuring out what's going on. And I'm really good at activating the body to heal. So when you release these vibrational energies, the body then has the energy to heal. That's what I'll work on, okay? And I'm glad you brought it up. Self-doubt, 2020 self-doubt. And I think, Tricia, what you're picking up on is there's still going to be uncomfortable things in 2021. The pandemic's not going away. You heard me. COVID's not going away. So, if there's a truth in that fear, okay, but it doesn't mean that it has to impact you in fear, right? Trisha, you are a young, strong, capable, gifted woman. You're going to embrace your sisters and your siblings, okay? You will move forward in 2021, I promise you. You have a problem letting go, Laura? Christina, you take care of everything and everyone else, but not you. Okay, all right. I'll help you, Laura, let go. I will not be calling people out by name when I get into this, but I want you to know that what's applicable to one is applicable to everyone. Because just because you don't think you have that There's a vibrational energy on the unconscious level within the cells of your body that will very much relate to it. That's why when you listen to my healing activations, I will say, because I do it a little bit differently, if the question that I address in this healing activation is not identical to what you're going through, don't worry about it. Because by the time you get there, and by the time you get there with me tonight, your body's going to release what I find in wherever it shows up. I like to say whatever quadrant. Whatever sector of your life, it will find it and it will release it. Not really feeling anything. Well, honey, that's Stacy. You are a feeler, sweetie. And I'll work on helping activate that. And trust. For you, dear one, you don't feel anything because you don't know. It's almost like you don't feel like you have a right to be on earth because there's just stuff, like it hasn't come to fruition. And you do have a right to be here, and you do have a right to feel, and you do have a right to have joy, and you do have a right to feel joy for no reason. And you do have a right to feel loved. PK says she sleeps with me. She does listen to my audios at night. And if you're busy, anybody, and if you have a pattern of becoming busy and not taking care of yourself, that's the best way you can let me help you. Plug it in, put it on, do the visualization. It will take you into theta, and you can sleep, and your body will release it. Okay, sweetheart, you were diagnosed with cancer. I get it. I felt disease. It's time to let go of oppression. I'm telling you right now. Okay? Hiding what's uncomfortable. It's time to speak up. When I say that, I'm not saying it's time to speak up and be a bully to those people that haven't been hearing you. It's time to ask for what you want and ask for what you need. And I want you to give yourself permission to heal. And I want you to start living some life. Okay? All right. Why don't you get on my calendar? I'll talk to you for 15 minutes privately. Okay? I don't know when that'll happen. Just do it. And if I can't help you, I know a lot of people that can. Okay? And I never promise to heal cancer, but I can promise to activate your body to heal. Okay? And one thing you need to do is get rid of vibrational energy. And that will help you a lot. Okay. Fight and flight. Yeah, Antoinette, I agree. And your childhood gets in the way because you had a really traumatic childhood. I get it. But it's a story. It's a story. That's what we're saying. Kissing goodbye. Okay? All right. And Ginger, you're supposed to be a spiritual healer, Ginger? Can I just remind you of a conversation we had about a year and a half ago? Going on 2, maybe? Dear one? You are a healer. Now, in fact, I didn't even read it all. You are a healer. You've had complications in your life. I know. Okay? I want you to be a healer too. And you are. There, 100% of you is a healer. In case you don't remember me telling you that. Okay? But whenever you make a move towards that, for example, my programs, I don't finish it or try. That's because you don't feel worthy. That's exactly why. Someone told you, and I'm honing in on it, when you were young, whether you believe it or not, why would you want to do that? That's exactly what I'm hearing them say to you. Why would you want to do that? Why? You've had so many whys in your life that you don't trust yourself. Okay? Trust me, Ginger. You are a healer, and I want you to work through the uncomfortability and take action and finish. Yes, you're hearing a sternness because I believe in you. And you kind of need a kick in the butt. And I'm doing it because I believe in you. You are a healer. Everybody stays. Ginger, you know this. And you're not fooling yourself. And so one of the things, you've got this masked thing going on. That you feel like you're a fraud to be a healer, okay? In your life, you've been what other people need you to be. And you're really your life lesson, right? One of your life lessons is you get to be who you want to be. But you can't be if you don't honor your time and learn the product, learn the content, or listen and let me help release it without you really having to do anything except for plug me in. I want to help you. You're not fooling yourself except by not doing it. Shelly, I want you to see that Stacy's sending you love and light. We all are, dear. We all believe in you, and we all believe you can heal. I know you can heal. Okay, you're gonna go through stuff, but where is it softening you? All of us. Where are your trials and your struggles softening you to see it differently, to be different? Okay. Where have you been unaccepting of yourself that you now need to accept? Yes, and thank you everybody for being vulnerable and open, because I can help you more that way, and I can respond. And I wanted to respond to you individually tonight. All right, I am also mindful of your time. So I want you to get into a comfortable position, and I'm going to cover my camera. I would prefer you sitting up, and for just several reasons. I would prefer you sitting up in just a comfortable position. And for some of you, it's very late. For some of you, will be listening to me late. And if you lay down, I want you to be present for this visualization. I don't want you to go to sleep for this. Okay? For this anyway. And some of you own all my content. You've never heard this because I just wrote it. It's just new. It's just available. Okay? I even sent it to you in an email, okay, because I want you to do the visualization on your own. And now I'm going to guide you through it visually with me in your ears, okay? So here we go. I want you to take a deep breath in, though, but I want you to bring it up into your lungs, and then I want you to carry it all the way up through your throat, all the way up into your head. And I want you to hold the breath in your head this time. So let's begin. Take a deep breath in. A little bit more, all the way up into your brain space. Now hold the energy, your breath in your brain as we activate the brain. A little bit more and hold. Now relax. Let it go. Breathe it out. There we go. Now again, but this time, I want to help you with your central nervous system. So I want you to bring the breath in up through your lungs again, but you're coming in from the back. You're breathing in up your central nervous system, up your spine, filling your lungs, bringing and channeling this breath all the way up through your back, through your spine, through your throat, all the way up into your brain, up into your head space, and hold. You're doing great. A little bit more. Now relax. Breathe it out. It's a cleansing breath out. Now we're going to do it one more time. But this time, you're going to be doing it differently, where you will now come back down as if you can imagine however you want. But you're going to be coming down as if you are in the middle of your heart, and your heart becomes a room. Okay? So here we go. Take a breath in, bringing it up through the central nervous system, your lungs, up through your throat. Come on, breathe deep. A little bit more, bringing it all the way up, activating the pineal gland, activating the pituitary. There you go. Hold it in that space. Nice job. A little bit more. That's right. Now, sense, feel, and imagine as you're coming down easily and effortlessly, sliding all the way down, dropping down into your heart, and you're landing in a beautiful lotus flower. It's crystalline energy. You're in the middle of the heart, where you're in a heart-shaped room. Yeah. Surrounded by crystalline energy. There you go. Where you feel peaceful and calm from the inside out. Now, while you're in this space, I want you to sense, feel, and imagine that you are now, though, being transported in your imagination mind. And I want you to imagine, sense, and feel that you are standing behind a massive waterfall. There you go. It's a raging column of water crashing down in front of you. You're safe. You're standing in a cave. You're standing in a cave behind this waterfall. And you can feel the slick rock underneath your bare feet. There you go. The wall of water seems to close off every part of the cave. Not 1 inch of space is open for you to walk through. The roar of the waterfall is deafening. As you feel the intensity of the water falling and the impact it has on the rock that your feet stand on. Now I want you to sense, feel, and imagine that you're standing about a foot behind the waterfall. That's all. But as you imagine, sense, and feel you behind the waterfall, you can begin to feel the sprinkles of water dance on your face, dance on your skin. The sprinkles of water that land on you, embracing your skin. As you stand there, look to your left. And then scan to the right the entirety of this wall of water. It's making an impact, isn't it? Now, I want you to look straight ahead and close your eyes. Imagine that every ounce of the waterfall represents you. It represents your life. It represents your limiting beliefs and your false beliefs. It represents old pain energy and trauma. It represents everything in your belief system because of true stories, pain energy, and false beliefs. They're little, they're big, and they all represent you. It could be the scarcity around money because you never received the one thing you wanted during the holidays. It could be scarcity around money because your parents fought about money and there was never enough. And so you never felt comfortable to have money because it wasn't ever shown that you could. It could be scarcity of belief in yourself because you were never told that you could do what you wanted to do. It could be scarcity of a belief in yourself because you were criticized as a child. Or maybe it's the lingering pain of a lost relationship. Lost opportunities, a relationship where you felt abandoned by a parent, by a partner, by your first love in high school. And that planted this false belief that you're not worthy of true love, or that love wasn't meant to be for you. No matter what, this waterfall represents, no matter what your limiting beliefs are, no matter what the false beliefs and the pain energy and the struggle energy are. See them falling in front of you as part of this massive, powerful waterfall. Feel yourself standing right in front of it, but feel yourself standing strong right in front of it. And as you stand there, you start to feel something around you. Sense, feel, and imagine, yes, that you are beginning to feel someone near you. You can't really put your finger on who this is, nor do I want you to try. But you can feel that they're right there. You can begin to feel this immense amount of love that this individual has for you. You can begin to feel that they have a belief in you that you haven't felt in yourself yet. At a new level, you begin to feel the tingling. You begin to feel this surge within you that someone sees, knows, and understands you. Feel it. Because they seem to be vibrating at some unexplainable high level of love for you, an abundance of love for you that you've never felt like this, or it's been a long time. It's a feeling deep within you of divine creation. There you go. Now, I want you to take both of your hands and I want you to place them up against your heart. And I want you, okay, to breathe in belief in yourself and release it. I want you to breathe in the possibility of opportunities coming to you. Feels good, doesn't it? Now, I want you to breathe in a third time. That it is in your divine right to live a purposeful life that is fulfilling for you, no matter where you are in your life. Feel this love that's distilling upon you. Feel this individual. Because with each new breath, you're beginning to feel it more and more as you begin to feel the joy spread within all the cells of your body. Maybe you're smiling. Maybe your heart is burning. Maybe your central nervous system feels activated. Now, I want you to take your hands and I want you to stretch your arms out in front of you. As if you're going to touch the waterfall. I want you to extend them now more. I want you to touch it. I want you to reach your hands into the waterfall. No worries. It's neither hot nor cold. It's literally your temperature of your body. It's the most perfect soothing temperature, a knowingness that you have felt in a long time. Are you there? Have you reached it? Can you feel your hands in the water? Now, sense, feel, and imagine as you're doing this that you're feeling these limiting beliefs, okay, all around you in the waterfall. I want you to sense, feel, and imagine that they're washing away your doubts and your fears and your uncertainties, because it is. Now, I want you to open your hands twice as wide as you can reach. You with me? Extend those hands, those arms, and reach. Reach more. There you go. Reach straight out now in front of you more. There you go. This is where, do you feel it? Do you feel someone else's hand take hold of yours? I'm feeling it for you. Feel the other person's hand. You don't have to walk through yet. But it is time. Because as you feel the hand, in this tender, loving grip, you feel the person slowly pull you through the waterfall. You can stand under it and feel the water just roll over your skin. As you come through this barrier of limiting beliefs, you see who it is. It's you. This is the divine you. And this is your higher version of you. This is you. And as you look upon each other, you see and feel and begin to feel the tears of releasing, the tears of joy to be connected and to be united. Because see, you've been blocked from hearing your higher self because of all that waterfall that didn't serve your highest good. So you begin to embrace with each other. You squeeze and you hold each other as you embrace this feeling of pure love. This endless abundance. I want you to embrace the truth of who you are, the truth that there's more for you, the truth that there is love available, and that you're safe being successful. Embrace you. Embrace your infinite self. The version, because this higher self is the version of you that you've always wanted to be. It's been hidden because of a waterfall of limiting beliefs. But now you're united, you're connected, and your higher self's only desire is for you to have and step into your calling in this life. It wants you to feel empowered, which is why this is happening for you right now. You owe yourself this. You owe yourself to be united with your higher self. You owe yourself to let go of stories, and you owe yourself to be a receiver of blessings in your life. And for that reason, you are here. Accessing 100% spirit. Accessing sabotages. Accessing 100% soul on all levels and dimensions. And if you are in agreement with me connecting and releasing from you, say yes out loud. Beautiful. Let's begin. Okay. Releasing from your energetic blueprint the pattern of being dismissed. Releasing this dismissed energy as a feeling of not being worthy of more. Releasing dismissed turned inward, where you are dismissing your hopes and dreams. Releasing the pattern of procrastination from the DNA tissues, the fibers, and the tapestry of your physical body. Releasing it on all levels and dimensions, as procrastinating your life purpose, your life dreams, no longer serves your highest good. Now replacing this and activating this to take action. Action in moving forward, action in completing projects, action in saying yes, and giving you permission to say no to the things that no longer serve you. There we go. Releasing unworthiness from your cells, organs, and tissues. Releasing the pattern, okay, of feeling unworthy of more. Releasing the limiting belief, consciously or subconsciously, that you are limited it because of past experiences. I'm honing in on pain energy, releasing pain in your heart from being dismissed, the pain of being rejected, releasing abandoned on all levels and dimensions, releasing abandoned from childhood, releasing abandoned in love, releasing abandoned turned inward, where you have abandoned and given up on yourself on some level. So releasing abandoned where it's blocking you from having your hopes and dreams come from fruition. Releasing the false belief. Now this is an inherited pattern. So clearing the inherited pattern that you must struggle in life to have what you want. Releasing this inherited pattern of bad things happening. I say that, I understand it, I'm in it with you. Releasing the pattern of bad things happening and the struggle of not having your dreams come to fruition. Releasing the struggle with money. The struggle in love. There you go. Releasing the struggle in limiting and false beliefs. Releasing the struggle of having a balanced life. Releasing overwhelm. There you go. Nice releasing pattern happening. Releasing the overwhelm that triggers the paranoia and the overactivity in the hippocampus. Releasing the overactive hippocampus. Releasing it on all levels from the brain where it doesn't serve your highest good. Releasing the overwhelm of disease and illness, the overwhelm of other people's life's burdens. Releasing the false belief that you must carry other people's burdens within your energy body. Releasing the energetic pattern of unconsciously and consciously carrying others' burdens in order to heal or support them. Commanding your bodies on all levels and dimensions to release the energy that is not yours. Releasing the fear energy of the world at large. Releasing trauma energy. There you go. Nice shift happening. Okay. Releasing the inherited pattern of drama within the family bloodline. Releasing the drama in the family bloodline. Releasing the learned behavior of giving to everybody and never to yourself. Releasing the false belief that you are not worthy of taking care of your needs. Releasing the energetic attachments to the negative opinions and judgments of other people. Releasing the pattern of giving your power away to the opinions and judgments of other people. Releasing the need to make other people happy to validate your worth. So releasing low self-worth inherited, either or both on your mother's and your father's side, on all levels and dimensions. Releasing the pattern of getting your worth by helping everyone else, okay, and not taking care of yourself. Releasing the fear of success. Releasing the fear of being busy. Releasing the fear of people being critical of you for making money. Releasing the fear of failure because you don't believe you can sustain success. Releasing the false belief you can't sustain success. Releasing the false belief that you can't have love in your life. There we go. Releasing this disconnected energy to other people. It's an orphan energy. Releasing the orphan energy of being left behind by loved ones that have crossed over. Replacing this and activating your gift of intuition and knowingness that you've never been left. That they are with you and they support you and they send love to you and they serve your highest good. Activating a connection to your guardian angels and those loved ones that serve your highest good. There you go. Activating an inner peace and knowingness that you are not alone. There you go. Releasing the fear of being loved. Releasing the fear of being left behind. Releasing the pattern of being bullied in relationships. So releasing the energetic pattern of attracting emotionally unavailable people who bully you. Releasing the bullying energy from childhood. The bullying energy is a pattern. And wherever you bully yourself, that holds you back. FYI on that one. Mic drop. Releasing the pattern of self-punishment on all levels and dimensions. Releasing the pattern of self-punishment as a self-bullying energy where you're being subconsciously, consciously critical of yourself. There we go. Releasing the pattern of telling yourself why you can't do something. Releasing the false belief that you are not worthy to help others and get paid for it. So releasing the pattern of wearing a mask to make everyone else happy. Release the false belief that you are not worthy to do what comes easy for you. So releasing this belief you have to struggle in order to make money or in order to have love. You do not need to sacrifice yourself to have love. Replacing this and activating high vibrational people into your world, into your life. Activating deeper connections with the people you love. Activating the ability to speak up and communicate. Activating healing. Releasing the block of your body healing. Releasing the block that's preventing the body from healing faster is a better way to say it. Releasing it wherever your body you feel is not accepting healing. It's a belief right there. Activating an acceptance that you might all, one, be a receiver of good things, be a receiver of healing, positive energy. Activating the soul into all aspects of your physical body. Activating healing in the liver, the gallbladder, there you go. Activating healing in the brain from the soul. Beautiful. All right. Releasing the pattern of repeating the same patterns as your parents in your relationship. Releasing the pattern of repeating what was modeled to you in your childhood. There you go. Releasing the fear of feeling. Because of a subconscious belief, you have to do something with it. No, you have to move through it. That's it. So releasing the fear of failing, or the fear of feeling, the fear of failing, the fear of being left behind, releasing the false belief that you can do it wrong. So releasing the fear of failure as a belief that you must be perfect in order to have love or have success is a limiting false belief. You're doing great. Let's keep going. Okay. I also want to activating connection to yourself, activating connection to the soul, to the body, to integrate healing, to allow these things in your life presently and in the future. There you go. Okay. Releasing this block in your third eye that I'm picking up here. Everybody has it. Okay, on some level. It's going to show up differently for each of you, but releasing the block of your purposeful life. Releasing this block, stuck energy in your third eye. Sense, feel, and imagine. It's literally dissipating. Sense, feel, and imagine that you can see clearer. Close your eyes. Open your eye, your spiritual eye. There you go. Releasing the block to knowing your vision. Releasing the block that causes you to live in fear, okay, of what if. So releasing the fear of what if. On a conscious level, a subconscious level. Releasing the fear of what if as stories and the pattern of going to worst case scenarios. Releasing OCD. What's going on? Releasing the overactive mind and the OCD and the cognitive and the subconscious brain. Releasing it as an awareness and where you are not aware of how you're feeling. Releasing the fear of feeling and releasing the pattern of living in a mental overwhelm. There you go. Because of a fear of feeling. Releasing the pattern of going to worst case scenarios. Now it's shifting. There we go. Okay. Releasing jealousy. So releasing the inherited pattern of comparing your life to others to know what's missing in yours. Releasing the energetic patterns of self-comparison to other people. Releasing the false belief that serves you in any way as it does not. Releasing inherited jealousy from the DNA tissues, the fibers, and the tapestry of your physical body on all levels and dimensions. Releasing inherited jealousy wherever it causes you to have the false belief, an anchored belief, that you are not enough. Releasing this fear of bad things happening as a trauma energy. And I pick up some of you are in a fear of sleeping. So just clearing the fear of not seeing, the fear of sleeping, the fear of being caught off guard, that uncomfortability. All right. Clearing anxiety, inherited anxiety. Releasing the pattern of body talk through anxiety. Releasing anxiety on a cellular level. Releasing anxiety from your stomach. Releasing it from the gut. There we go. Releasing the nervousness and the worrying energy from the mind and the gut. There we go. Beautiful. You're doing great. Releasing this anxiety as negative voices in your head. Releasing the pattern and living in negativity on a consistent basis. You no longer need to let negativity run your life. Releasing the negative chatter. Okay? There you go. As a pattern, it's almost like it's self-improvement. It's not. There you go. Okay. Replacing this and activating self-love to allow yourself to be successful, to allow yourself to move forward. It is in your divine right. And I'm clearing from your feet, okay? If you can feel me in there, I'm clearing from the feet and activating your body to do it, this stuck energy that keeps you blocked from moving forward. Blocked from finding a new home, blocked from finding a new apartment, blocked from finding a different relationship. Clearing this stuck, cemented energy is how I'm feeling it from your feet, even from your big toe. Just clearing this cement energy from your feet, where it's keeping you stuck in the present tense or in the past. There you go. Releasing this self-doubt and fear of moving forward. You're doing great. Clearing the pattern of self-doubt, where it causes you to lack confidence in who you are. Releasing the inherited feeling of being inadequate on your mother or your father's side, whoever you think of first. Releasing the inherited pattern and feeling of being inadequate. Releasing it as a pattern of second guessing. Releasing the indecisiveness and the false belief you have to know before you can move forward. You don't. You just have to start. Releasing the false belief that you can't change your mind. False belief, you can. So releasing the self-doubt and the inherited pattern of indecisiveness and the pattern of second guessing. Releasing overwhelm for anything. Overwhelm of change, overwhelm of being stuck, the overwhelm of making a decision, right? Clearing the overwhelm about your future, releasing the pattern of being untrusting. There you go. Releasing it where it's blocking you from moving forward, blocking you on any level or dimension, clearing it. All right. There you go. Releasing the pattern of holding on. Releasing the belief that you're not safe, physically or emotionally. Releasing this pattern of holding on as a pattern of not letting it go. So releasing the energetic attachments to the past that no longer serve your highest good. And activating the ability to let go. It serves your highest good to have garnered the wisdom from the past. Use it for your future and move forward. You are no longer defined by patterns of the past as you let go with greater ease. There you go. There you go. Releasing the inherited pattern of people-pleasing because of the false belief that you can never come first. There you go. For many of you, you developed this too as a child because you took the role of the parent as a child because you were trying to help. That was great then. You just don't have to do it now. Now you need to nurture yourself. You can still help. I'm not telling you to be cold-hearted. You can help. Okay, there you go. Replacing this, to let go of the old patterns, to step into who you are. There you go. Activating trust on all levels and dimensions in your divine purpose, in who you are. Activating the confidence to take action and the ease in moving forward by remaining energetically unattached to the opinions and judgments of others. Releasing the pattern of asking for permission to do something, or a better way to say is it releasing the pattern of needing approval before you can take action. Releasing the need for others to agree with you or to believe in you for you to believe in yourself. That's landing for many of you. And replacing this with an internal knowingness, activating the soul to know, to allow knowingness, and to allow courage, just really replacing this with courage and bravery. And through your bodies, you will be a receiver of loved, adored energy. It is in your divine right to be loved. It is in your divine right to be adored. Beautiful. And it is in your divine right to feel. Replacing this on all levels and dimensions that you might know and trust that feeling is a gift. Activating this gift of feeling because you know and trust that it will help you in your life. There you go. You are safe to feel. Beautiful. Okay. Releasing from the amygdala, the fight and flight. You no longer need to live in fight and flight because of childhood experiences. Releasing the energetic attachments to the world at large, wherever you are subconsciously or consciously afraid of the world around you. There you go. There you go. Releasing the anxiety, the fear energy from the amygdala. Body, you're no longer allowed to live in fight and flight, overwhelm, or fear, as you're different now. And activating this feeling of being different and whole and to be a receiver of supported energy. It is in your divine right to live in your essence, and it is in your divine right to have clarity on your life and to take action and to trust that all is in divine order. There you go. All right. Doing great. Okay. Lots of good things. Now let's integrate it. Okay? I want you to repeat after me, and I'll go slowly. Okay? Out loud. I completely integrate and fully receive the new awarenesses and insights that have been made. A little bit more. It is in my divine right to heal physically and emotionally. It is my divine right to be loved, to feel love, to give love. It is in my divine right to embrace success and to trust that it will last. Beautiful. I'll take it from here. Connecting now your heart's mind, body, and soul. Connecting your soul into your physical body 100% and anchoring it. Commanding it to expand in all the cells and organs of your body. Activating your healing on a physical level. It is in your divine right to heal. It is in your divine right to embrace 2021 with a new clarity and awareness and a knowingness that you is your divine right to live a life purpose. It is in your divine right to take action. So replacing this on all levels and dimensions, that you might accept change and flexibility in your life. Replacing this that you might feel empowered, okay, brave, that you might be a go-getter and you might be activating your throat chakra to be able to express yourself. And replacing this with an abundance. Abundance with an increase of, yes, financial abundance, an increase of abundance in love, an increase of self-worth and open-mindedness, and really I'm activating your ability to have thicker skin. You are thicker skinned against the opinions and judgments of others. There you go. And lastly, activating your clarity. There you go. and divine spirituality within you, okay? To know and trust your intuition and your promptings. There you go. Because you are fearless. And I'm really activating your fearlessness. Done beautiful. All right. You are complete. Hi, guys. You did great work. Okay? You stuck with me. I felt you visualizing. I felt you letting go. And I felt your bodies activating. I want you to do it again. This is your time to do it again. To this, your sleeves are soaked. Ah, sweetheart. Those tears, see, you're a feeler, and tears are your body's speaking to you, sweetheart. You were releasing. You probably felt tears of joy, tears of everything, right? Way to go. That makes me happy to read. I'm a crier too, okay? I do. I cry with joy. Those tears just come, and as I embrace them, they're pretty. It's powerful. Anybody have a question for me? You felt a lot in your third eye, Alejandra. That makes me very happy. Asara, I'm glad that you felt it. During the next couple weeks, I want you to remember, I want you to do this again, and I want you to remember some of the tools that I've shared with you. This would be a very good time to spend time with yourself, right? And do some of those tools about what you want, okay? About what you're going to step into. Giving you lots of them over the months, many months. Maybe one spoke to you more than another. Also, no matter what holiday you're celebrating, whether you're coming to the end of Hannuka for you, whether you're stepping in and embracing the Christmas season, okay? Whether you celebrate nothing of it, you're still around it. I want you to hone in and pay attention to the magic of light. Whether it's the light of the candle that represents the light burning within you, whether it's the lights on the tree, the lights hanging from somebody else's eaves. I want you to believe in miracles this season. I want you to believe that your life has a purpose. And I want you to allow this magical belief to really land for you, and I want you to feel it. You don't have to live in it 24/7, but I want you to give yourself the gift of feeling it every day on some way, okay? During this season, if you are with family and you get triggered, I'm going to give you my favorite tool. You got to go to the bathroom. Got to go to the bathroom. You can just leave the situation because you got to go to the bathroom. The bathroom is the most powerful place in all of the house. Okay? Got to go to the bathroom. Nobody can have a judgment on how long you're in the bathroom. Okay? Remove yourself from the situation. If you're triggered at dinner, get up and go to the bathroom. I've taught you how to count to 12, rebalance, forgive yourself for being triggered. I've given you forgiveness exercises. Do them. Forgive the brother who's bragging nonstop. Then you can come back and you'll be in a different space. But I want you to know and trust that change is available for you. You're doing it now, or you wouldn't be here with me. Oh my gosh, you're already in it, right? Okay. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome, everybody. I love you too. And Laura, yeah. And did you notice that oftentimes, because I didn't preface anything, I repeat myself. It's not because I forgot what I said. Okay? It's because it wasn't gone, or it came up again. Not that it came back, but our identity is just layers and layers of who we think we are. So Laura recognized that. I did. It would come up again. Yep. Okay, and you did need to hear it, and I'm really grateful that you were open to it. You're welcome, PK. You're welcome, Ginger. Gail, your mother loved light. That makes me happy. My mother loved light too, and my mother loved the holiday season. I can relate with that. Hi, Karen. Hello, dear one. You're very welcome. Antoinette, people keep saying think big. What if you don't think big? What if you took that pressure off? Because sometimes when we're told we have to think big, oh my gosh, the list of things to do and the overwhelm. What if you just think about moving? What if you, Antoinette, dear, just found a place to move? What if you were open to a job that you loved even more? What I love about the job you have is not the job, it's the people you get to work and serve with. You actually do need to be around people, and then you need time for yourself. What would life look like if just one thing changed? Is all I want you to think about, all of you. One thing. Okay, you'll be surprised what you can do. Big session today, right? Big Facebook Live today. And I wanted to do it, and I'm grateful you stuck with me. So you're going to get to that toolbox and find the tools you're going to need for the season. You're going to find time for yourself, and you're going to re-listen to this all the way through. Visualization. Okay? I love you, and I'm grateful you're in my life. I'm grateful that I stepped into my life purpose, or I would never know you. I would never have a Facebook chat with you because I would be still wondering what I want to do. I'd still be doing all sorts of things that isn't what I was supposed to really be doing. It took me a long time to get to life purpose. It might for you too, but if you don't start, you'll never get there. I love you. I'm grateful for you. I felt your higher self's love for you. You are loved by lineage. You're loved by those people that you have felt left behind. They're close. Okay? They're close. Doesn't mean they hang out with you all the time, but they're always near in some way, and they do check in on you. Just speak their name, and they'll be there. Kind of sounds like a song, huh? All right. Okay, it's kind of like pains me to have to say goodbye. It's been great. All right, but I do, right, don't I? All right, like life goes on. I don't know how I'm going to do it because I'm always in flow. All right, I've had this monthly group that I've done, and people paid me $97, right, to be in there. I'm going to keep doing it. I do live healings like this. I speak to I speak to the group. I'll keep doing that. I'm going to keep doing my private work. I have created an amazing, or I have help with an updated version to the already good PDF in my self-healing program, but it really takes it to another level. If you want to learn how to self-heal, gosh, just do it. It's not very much money, and it really does empower you. I'll keep doing my healing activations. In other words, I don't know my big bodacious goal for 2021, so if you don't either, it's okay. But as long as you're in flow with allowing yourself to think outside of the box, yeah. Like I'm gearing up. I do think I want to teach my certification. You see, I'm sharing those things because I want you to think about what could you do. That's all you got to do is let the possibilities begin to percolate. So I might not be any more clear than you are for 2021 is really the long way of saying that. But I will be back in January. Reach out in Facebook, okay? If you're on YouTube listening to this on the replay, you can talk to me in the chat there, and just know that I'm here for you, and I might like or love something and then come back, okay? But I will. And if you have an offering, if you're a healer, if you do tarot, if you do numerology, if you do astrology, I don't care what it is. If you sell jewelry, put the offer in there, okay? Because I don't open it up but a few times. And you know why, it just gets pandemonium. I try and remove the spam that comes in here fast, and I'm grateful for those people that help me do that. I do my very best. In fact, I do all the people. I let everybody in, nobody else. because I really try and I try and spend time figuring it out. All right? Sometimes they get through. So in other words, I let 16 people in 1 minute, and I didn't have time to do it. So it might happen. Okay? Mwah! Much love to you. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. And know that December 21st, we are moving into the age of Aquarius. This is an age of self-belief and really activating you, right, into going into that higher self. So connect with your higher self. Yes, and I love you too. Thank you for sharing that. All right, everyone. I wish I didn't have to say goodbye because clearly I've drug it out as long as I possibly can.